Hi guys, as most of you probably going to be assuming, this isn't going to be a pickles video. This is going to be a video from my friend John, who, as we all know, sadly passed away last week. First off, I just want to say thank you to anyone that's commented or given messages of condolences on anyone's video. Trust me when I say this, that the family are aware, and I'm sure they fully appreciate it. I mean, I've been in contact with John's mum myself and John's brother, and John's mum's amazed how of the outpouring of condolences there is for him. So thanks a lot, guys. Also, I want to thank Ross Retro Bear and Rob Gernaldino for their tribute videos. Rob, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you in person yet, but I will do in time. And Russ, you know the guy loves you'll get the gaming hunts and spending time with you. You know he did. It's just a shame that I never had enough time with him to spend with you. But as we said that once we both feel that we can do it, we'll do it in memory of John. You can count that, mate. I'll be there. I just want to talk about my own personal experience with John. As most of you know, I knew John from high school. We met in 1995, went to Leeds High School, and straight away we hit it off. Having someone that was that much into video games as I was, yeah, we hit it off like hot fire. I remember the one day John showed me that there was a game shop called Sega Supplies on Old Hill. And back then, 1990, I think it was 98, it was still called Sega Supplies. And at the time, I think I was looking to part exchange a Sega Saturn for, it was either a PlayStation or a Nintendo 64. I can't remember which one it was. And he says, "Oh, come down, you know, we'll do it. I'll show you where it is, and we'll see if we can get it chopped in for you." But that day we had I think it was cooking class at school. And I think at the time we had to make something stupid like jam tarts or something. And at the end of the day, me, John, and another lad, instead of catching the bus, we decided to walk it all the way from Leeds High School all the way down to Sega Supplies, which I hate to think how long that is. That may be 4 miles, probably, roughly. I don't know. But it took us a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But we were down there just walking down, just chatting away, just eating these semi-burnt jam tarts. I look fondly back at that day. We lost contact about when we left school in 2000 for a couple of years. You know, back then people didn't have things like Facebook. And we didn't exchange numbers when we left. And I think for a good 2 years, John was going to all the local pubs that I used to go drinking in, trying to find me. And the one day, I know he bumped into my brother, recognised my brother, and gave him my number for me to get in contact. And since then, we was good friends ever since. John had heart of gold. If he met you for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 years, it didn't matter to him. He considered you a friend, even if you've only left one comment on a video or he commented on one of yours. Trust me, that interaction to him was, I'm friends with that guy now. He absolutely loved this community. Trust me, I think he loved the interactions more with yourselves, more than retro gaming itself. And as we all know, he absolutely adored retro gaming. As Rob pointed to, he absolutely loved his 360. He loved his Mega Drive and loved his Game Boy. And if you ever went to John's house, when I first went there, it was eye-opening. I thought I used to have a lot of stuff. That guy had lots of stuff. So, yeah. But John was like the salt of the earth. He'd give you the shirt off his back. And without talking about retro gaming, we were proper close. Like, my mum thought the world of John. and I've done a lot of work for John's mum, electrical work around the house. So, you know, we weren't just people we met off YouTube. We actually, you know, we spoke near enough every day. I think the last conversation I had with John, I saw that Russ put on the TMB that he was maybe meeting at Rich's store when it reopened up. And because I only work probably 5 minutes down the road in Broiler High Street, I said, well, if you're still about 3 o'clock, I'll come up and meet you. But he told me that they'll probably be done by then, so I didn't go. Obviously, that day didn't happen. John was one of the few good guys about. Or it would always have time for you. Would give you sound advice if you asked for it. Helped me out through my bad times in 2016. And when John's health became, when the diabetes for John came too much, you know, I did try and offer as much support as I could for him. But the guy absolutely loved, you know, going to game stores. But most importantly, John loved his family. He worshipped his brother, worshipped his daughter, worshipped his mum and his dad. So my heart goes out to them, and you know, I have passed on my condolences to the family, and also Nikki. Nikki, if you're watching this, I just want to thank you for initially contacting me and letting me know that John passed. It took a good minute for it to sink in at first because I couldn't put two and two together. But thank you. But John, he really did love this community, and I know that it's affected a lot of people. So I would say that you guys, as you know, Russ is dedicating the TMB this Sunday with a few people in the memory of John, talking about their interactions with John. And I highly advise that you jump on that podcast, share your memories with John, your small interactions even. I'll be on there, but I'll be in the comments because I want to see what your guys' interactions are with John. John was the one, obviously, you guys know, got me onto YouTube in the first place. So if it wasn't for John, you wouldn't be seeing my ugly mug. John was the one that got me back into retro gaming, probably about 4 years ago, I think it was. Obviously, as you guys, if you watched my last video, I mentioned about me selling my stuff off. I forgot to mention that John had my Dreamcast collection off of me. It wasn't big, it was probably about 20 or 30 games, I think. And then when I was discussing it, I was thinking about going back into retro gaming. He was fully behind it, but also wanted me to jump on YouTube. And I wasn't really... I didn't really want to start doing YouTube initially, but I've always watched some of you guys, the retro gaming enthusiasts, for a lot of years. So I thought I'd give it a whirl, and he fully supported me through my channel. It's just hard where the last comment he left on one of my videos was make more content, so unfortunately this has to be the video. Because I don't think this channel can continue without me saying something on it. So at the moment, guys, that's all I've got to say at the moment. Obviously, I'll see you guys in the TMB. I'll be in the comments. So, and John, if you're out there, thank you for everything. Most importantly, thank you for my friend. Take care, guys.